we've been giving this award for a handful of years, and those of you who are native Illinoisans or have spent any kind of time in the state know that we take maybe a little bit more pride in our state than we should, but we're proud of ourselves. I don't think we're arrogant. I think we've deserved it because we work hard. And we also take a lot of pride in Region 3 and being an active participant and having members that really go out of their way to make a difference in other people's lives. And that's what's so exciting about this service award is we're getting to recognize people for all of their really good efforts and what they've done for us. And I think in particular, this recipient is another wonderful example of going above and beyond to really serve not only the people that work with him or her, but also the people that work in all the different schools in the state of Illinois, and even beyond that. But again, this is the URSA Service Award, so it's mostly about our state. There's a couple different things. People give back in different ways, right? You know, you have some that do it kind of quietly, and they show up at all of the state workshops, and they're a consistent presence, and they're always smiling and encouraging people. And our recipient this year has done that. There's other people who kind of take it another step, and they do some presentations and actively recruit students and serve as an advocate for students and bring them to the state workshop and make sure that they introduce them to people. And this year's recipient has done that as well. But this year's recipient has gone beyond that and done a lot of service. And so I'd like to call this person up just before I give a few more words. Cornay? This is the first and only time in my life so I will be taller than Cornay. So, just a few more things about him in particular. He has been a consistent presence in our state. He's been an URSA member for about 10 years. Joined in 04. The year after that, he, don't want to mess this up, he started attending the state workshops. The year after that, he started serving on the URSA Scholarship Committee. The year after that, he chaired the URSA Nominations and Elections Committee and probably served on a scholarship. I'm not sure when he stopped. It seems like he did that forever. You know, him not being on that committee is just hard to imagine. He was always on the scholarship committee. And he's been doing multiple presentations at URSA since 08. What I really like when I looked and hear more about Cornay is, you know, in 04 he did this, in 05 he started doing this, in 06 he started doing this. Cornay is awesome. Every year he just kept building and adding on to the input and the impact that he was having on our state association. I think that's really what distinguishes him and makes him really worthy of this effort or this recognition. And I will say too, Lynn also wrote a letter nominating him for this award. And what really struck me about Lynn's letter was she was giving him a lot of the credit for encouraging her to seek the position of state director. And to me, that's really, really important because not only do we do this because you know, we're actively trying to bring students with us and we're trying to make people feel good and we're trying to stand up and doing presentations. But those are the kinds of things that had you not read her letter, you might not have known about. He's in the background encouraging other people to pursue their dreams, to better themselves, and to also to give back in the same way he's been a role model to give back. So, you know, very deserving. Obviously wish he could be here, but he's off enjoying the sun somewhere. Well, okay, no, he's not. He's right here in Triplicate. So I just want to say, very proud, Cornay, to have you in our state. You definitely deserve this, and when we see you, we will get a lot of hugs.
I'm very humbled by this award, and I'm really glad I could be in two places at once. It's one of my powers. But it is a very big honor for me to get this award, and again, it's very humbling because I look across this room and I can see you. And I can see many, many people who are deserving of this award. So this is very, very nice. Thank you very much.